Okay, and girls, we're trying to get married before we have babies, so that's already. If it ain't no ring on my finger, this is not my wedding band. This is my wedding band. So until you see a ring on my finger, don't ask me nothing about no baby. So period. Hey, what's up guys? It is your girl xoRe'Jeane and I'm back with another video. If you are new to this channel, make sure you click the subscribe button below, hit the bell button so you can get notifications on when I release a new video. And yeah, welcome to my channel. So before I get into today's video, I know you see the title, but before I get into today's video, I want to go ahead and start off by saying it is now February. That means it is Black History Month. What's up for the culture? Yes, it is Black History Month, so that means we have to celebrate the culture for the culture, like, hello. So for the month of February, I decided to go ahead and do a little culture appreciation, post. So every video that I drop this month is gonna have one great person. It's so many. It's honestly so many people from African descent, African American, just all over globally that have contributed to a lot of different things. Some we may know, some we may not, but I wanted to give a shout out to those who have contributed to medicine, since I am a science major, a medical student. So each video I'll be posting, I'm going to go ahead and give a little shout out to somebody, one of the greats who have contributed to medicine, found something that we didn't have before, discovered a new, I don't know, whatever, I think we owe it to the culture. It's people that have paved the way for us to get where we are, not just Black people, women. A lot of African American women have paved the way for women in general to be doing what we're doing now. So I think they deserve a shout out. So the first person I want to give a shout out to who contributed to the culture is Mary E. Mahoney. I believe I'm saying it right. Mary E. Mahoney. She was the first African American to complete nursing training. She graduated from the nursing school at the New England Hospital for Women and Children in 1879. She was among the first African American member of the American Nurse Association, plus a member of the inaugural class of the Nursing Hall of Fame. So shout out to her. So yeah, shout out to her. So every month I'm gonna be giving a little shout out to somebody who did it for the culture, and shout out to you, Mary E. Mahoney. Okay. So for today's video, I want to do something a little bit different. I know you already seen the title, you already read it. Boys, you can go ahead and exit out now. I just don't think this video is for you. I mean, if you're interested, honestly, no, boys, don't exit out. Don't leave. Don't exit the chat. Don't leave. Because this is actually something that's helpful for... I think this is something not only helpful for not single women, like singly women. It's helpful for women, like individually, but I also think it's helpful for couples. So I'll just give the backstory, I guess, on how I found this little app thing. So a backstory on me and my, okay, so I'm just trying to get into this video and it's really hard. But okay, so this is gonna be about menstrual cycles. This is gonna be about periods. This is what this video is. So if it makes you uncomfortable, you can go ahead and exit now. I will say that exit now, because this is something that is a natural thing. This is how the world goes round. If it wasn't for menstrual cycles, periods, whatever you want to call it, we would not be here. Babies would not be made if ovulation and all that didn't occur. So yeah, so if you feel uncomfortable about these topics, you can go ahead and exit, because this is what I'm going to be talking about. So just get into it. So I'm going to give the backstory on my menstrual cycle history, kind of. Not like too much, but it is a TMI. This is kind of a TMI thing. So obviously you start your menstrual cycle in high school. I actually started in middle school. I'm a little bit earlier. But that's okay. It doesn't always depend on race, but usually African American women start off a little bit earlier than other races. This is not like all in one. Like, you could be African American and black, whatever, and you start your period late. That's fine. But like, I'm just saying, if you look it up, it is common. So I actually started in middle school. Mines were always way bad. Like, this is more TMI, but my periods are always really strong. But I never like wrote down my period. Like, I never marked what day my period came. I think I did maybe in the beginning, because my mom is real OCD, and she's really organized. She's really like organized person, and put me on to being organized and planning and stuff. But I actually never did that. Yeah, so before, I would just know, I could just tell my body symptoms and what's going on. Like, usually I get tender in my chest area, or like my back hurts, or I have a headache. I have severe headaches on my menstrual cycle. If you can relate, comment below, because I get really bad headaches. I know how to manage them a little bit now since I'm older. I used to like vomit, pass out. Like, in my adult life now, it's way more calmed down, because I know how to manage it for the most part better. But like, high school, that's how my periods were. And I kind of just, it was kind of always like that. And yeah, and I just never wrote down what it was, because I always had the symptoms. And so I never needed to really write down how, what day my period ended and what day was coming. I also wasn't like sexually active, really. I mean, obviously I was in high school. I mean, not obviously, it's fine, we're going through puberty, people are sexually active, but I really wasn't. So I didn't really feel the need to do all that. I felt like that was too much. I felt like that was too much. Like, I know when it's gonna come soon, whatever. I wasn't really that responsible, y'all. But now that I'm older, fast forward to about oh my gosh, fast forward to like 7 years later. What? 10? 20, like 8 years later, honestly, since those days. Fast forward, I wanted to be more on top of it. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from, but I stopped. Like, I still know my body very well. I know my body very well. So when I get the symptoms, when I feel like fatigued, when I notice I have a headache, I notice I'm irritable, or I'm like and I'm not saying, because people think, oh, you're upset, you're emotional, you're on your period. No, that is stupid. I'm sorry. Like, I don't be cursing on my channel, but that's stupid. That is not the sign for every girl to have her period. Some people have real bad symptoms, like me. Some people are really fatigued, really nauseous, really sick as hell. PMS is not always like just you're emotional. Oh, she's moody. Oh, she's acting like a bitch. That's her period. That's not what that is. But okay, whatever. Teach his own. I'm not gonna say I never get, because I do be bitchy, but like, it's because I feel like shit usually, and I'm ready to go home and ready to get over with. But like, anyway, I just wanted to be more on top of my menstrual cycle. Also, a little TMI. When you're in a relationship, and I'm getting older, and I don't want no babies or nothing right now. Like, I'm in college, as you know. I'm working on my goals. Like, there's a lot of traveling I want to do, a lot of things I want to do. So I'm not looking for kids. I'm not trying to have kids. None of that right now. So I wanted to be on top of my period. Also, for the last 2 months, my period has been like coming early. So it would be like, and I don't know why. I guess my body's just starting to change a little bit. But for the last I feel like the last 2-3 months, my period has been coming mad early, and it was just weird to me. Just weird to me that I was coming. Excuse me. Oof. I need some tea, girl. This cold. Hold up, y'all. This cold is trash. Like, I can't even. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, it was getting really weird how it was coming early, and it would make me so mad because, you know, you want to be prepared, and I just thought I had more time. Like, my periods are like, I just dread them. Like, I just dread them. And I know some people are like, why don't you get birth control? Sis, dead that birth control. Throw it away. Put the whole thing in a box. This is how you use birth control. You take it, you take the tabs, whatever you take the shot, and you throw that shit in the trash. We don't do birth control. But anyway, that's a whole nother video. I have my own opinions on birth control. Like, as somebody who's going into the medical field and wants to deliver babies, and I just have my whole, like, hormones, y'all. Like, hormones are affected, and that's a whole nother video. But yeah, I don't do birth control, so I will continue to have my period every month because I just know, no, that's dead. I did do it once in high school. My periods were really bad, so I did do birth control for like a smidget of time because my mom realized, like I told you, I was so, like, immature. Not immature in a way, like, I mean, I was in high school, but like, I just wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't thinking about, oh, I have to take this pill every day at the same exact time and be consistent. Like, one time I had my period twice in 1 month. Sis, it was bad. I'm not responsible for it. I am now, but I have different belief systems now, so I just don't do it. But yeah. So yeah, the reason I got this app was because I was just kind of counting. You know how you count like every 28 days or whatever until your next period, from your last period into your next period. But I wanted to be more precise, more specific. So yeah, that's when I got this app. And originally I just got it to track my period and for it to tell me when my period's coming. But then I realized that it actually checks, like, when you're ovulating, your lowest chance of getting pregnant to your highest time of the month to get pregnant. And ovulation day, if you don't know, ovulation is that window, is that day. It's 24 hours, and that is when your cervix, I believe your cervix has softened. I should know exactly what's going on. I'm still learning, y'all. But your cervix is softening, so that mucus, it's a mucus that protects you from getting pregnant. Naturally, every woman has this. Some pH is higher than others. That's why some girls can't get pregnant. Some girls can pop out babies like like kittens. So that window is when you can get pregnant. So for girls who are trying to get pregnant, it actually tells you, like, you're gonna be ovulating in 14 days, or you're gonna be ovulating it tells you what time of the month, what day, and it has a little mark on it. Like I said, I'll show you in the thing, which I thought was really cool. And for somebody like me who is not trying to get pregnant, no babies this way, not yet, that also helps me because, you know, you don't want to be doing any risque activities when you are ovulating. And again, for women who are trying to get pregnant, it also tells you the times when you're most fertile. Like I said, your lowest and your highest times for getting pregnant. It also has little reminders on your phone. So if you are, this probably would have helped me in high school. If you are on birth control, it'll tell you, like, you can even write in what pill. I need to take this pill at 6 o'clock every day. At 6 a.m. I need to take this pill. It's gonna have an alarm and it's gonna go off, and it's gonna tell you, hey, take your pill, hey, take your birth control, take whatever. Even if it's not birth control, I think you could put in any type of pill. Excuse me. I think you can put in anything. It'll probably notify it. But yeah, it's really, really cool. Not only does it track like that type of stuff, like you know, your womanly stuff down there, it also has a little like water container section Like they have glasses, or you could do the water bottles. I did the glasses, and it shows you like how many glasses have you drunk a day. So, and you can also put in your weight and your age, and I think the weight and the age is showing you how much you should be drinking. I think certain people need more than 8 glasses in a day, depending on your size and your, you know, BMI and everything. But yeah, and it also tracks how much sleep you got. So for women that are, I think this is helpful for everybody, but for women that are either trying to get pregnant or are pregnant on the verge of it, I think it helps them be more like it's not good to say OCD, but more like very precise in everything, because you do, if you're trying to get pregnant, you do want to be like on top of everything. Like, I want the best sleep. I want the best sleep. If you're pregnant anyway, you should be getting sleep. And just, I think it's just so helpful. I don't know why. I just think it's such a helpful app. When I got it, I texted my mom and I was like, hey mom, have you heard of this app where you can like, it helps you track your period and stuff like that? My mom is like, no, that's cute, but my mom is, you know, old school, so she writes it down. My mama has always write it down. Like, I don't know how, for her whole life she's done that. I don't know, but but yeah, so I really am excited about it. Like, I'm less excited. I've had it for a couple months now, but I still wanted to make a video on it because I feel like it's important. And I feel like for girls who are in high school, or you just started a relationship and, you know, you're trying to, and this is not a sex video, it's not about that at all, but we're mature here. If you're trying to, you know, stay away from doing that, having babies, or if you're trying to have babies, or if you're just trying to have your life together more, I think it's very, very helpful, this little app. Oh, besides the period itself, it also tracks your symptoms and your moods. Like, if has little emojis, so if you're in a good mood, it'll show it. If you're in a bad mood, you know, you can, it's just like literally a little chart that tracks everything going on in your little mental world. And I think it's cool. Like, you don't have to do all that, but I do the symptoms so I can see. Usually, like I said, it's symptoms that I know about already, but again, my body is changing. And my most recent menstrual cycle that came, it was early, and I didn't get the same symptoms. Like, I did get a little bit of a headache, but I really didn't have a headache, and I think it's because I'm drinking a lot more water than I used to. But I didn't get a headache. My breasts weren't tender or nothing like that, so it was kind of weird. So this time, my recent menstrual cycle, I actually had more shoulder pain, and you can rate, like, it'll be 5 stars. Worst pain, highest pain is 5, lowest pain is 1. Cramps, the flow, have you been nauseated, have you been vomiting, all of those things. And I definitely had different symptoms prior to it coming. Usually I have symptoms like a week before it comes, and that's how I know it's coming. I'm like, oh yeah, it's this about to come through, about to freaking come through, ruin my life. Like, I think that's helpful to know, like, oh, this has something to do with my period. Or even like one time I was with my boyfriend, and I was like, oh my god, I think I said my shoulder hurts or my back hurts, and he's really sweet, but I was like, can you please like massage like right in this area, because it really, really hurts. And he's like, is your menstrual cycle coming? And I was like, I don't know. Why are you asking me that? And he like put 2 and 2 together. He was like, because every time your period's about to come, you ask me to massage that area. And I'm like, really? And he was like, yeah, like, I noticed like a couple days later your period will come. And I never noticed it because I'm just like, whatever. But he picked it up. I think this was before I got the app, or like maybe a month after. But yeah, I thought it was cool, but I don't know. I don't know why the body works like that, but yeah, you can put two together. You'd be like, oh, every time I have my period, or right before, or after. Some girls have symptoms after. I'm not really like that. I'm usually cool. Like, after it's gone, peace. It's usually the week before and the week of. That's the worst. But in the first like couple days. So yeah, trying to make sure I hit everything, talking about it. Oh, and this is not sponsored. This app was whole free, so they can sponsor me if they want to, but like, this is free. I just thought it was a cool little gadget, so that's why I'm talking about it. Oh, another feature that it has that a lot of people probably are like, okay, that's really weird. But if you want to use it, it has the intercourse tracking feature on it. So if you have protected sex, if you have unprotected sex, it also tracks female orgasms. This is like, this is a lot. So if you are not mature, like I said, you can go. Like, if you can handle these topics, you can go, boo, sis or guy, because we just women here talking. This is what we doing. We're grown ups talking. So, but yeah, it has a little intercourse tracking thing, and this is not to get obsessive, like, oh my god, how many times have I done it? But like, I can't. But I think it is helpful, again, for women who are trying to get pregnant, because it tracks like what time you had intercourse, or it helps women who have missed their period and you thinking you've been good, but really you had that one slip up and you didn't use protection, and here we are 9 months later and you got twins. So yeah, I just think it's very important for women to be aware of their body. Like, don't run away from paying attention to your vagina. Like, like 100% pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your vagina. Period. Like, like, I don't know. Just pay attention. Because I think it's healthy. I think it's very healthy to be making sure you're okay, making sure everything's flowing right. Be aware of your bodies for the rest of your life, not just a move in 2019. For the rest of your life, I think you should be aware of your body, aware of yourself. And you don't have to be in a relationship to be aware of your body. I think you should be twice as much or 3 times as much aware of your body when you are, because if something's off, we finna throw them hands. But but you know, if you're single, still be aware of your body and, you know, look at the different responses, what's going on, all of that. So yeah, I think I'm done because I'm just ranting here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below what you think. Yeah, let me know if you like this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too long. If I didn't talk too much, I'm gonna have to edit it like way down. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.